这是一起匪夷所思的性侵案。映照女郎突然来警局报案，本森警官本想立马带她去检测，可是女郎却说我没有被强奸。本森登时一愣
I'm the rapist.
这到底是怎么回事？看来小姐姐有故事呀。随后女郎交代凌晨2点时我接到电话，等到了地方后看到有2个年轻人，很明显他们都吸了面粉，但却提前给了预付款，所以我觉得一切都没事。
And you had sex with them?
既然你情我愿，期间还很礼貌地用了断子绝孙套，那么你所谓的强奸是怎么回事？小姐姐继续讲述，就在我要离开的时候，突然看到另一个房间里有一个老男人。
What happened?
These young guys, they said they wanted to treat him to the night of his life.
并且老男人已经提前吃了伟哥，接着俩人拿出了更多的钱，让我给对方一个美妙的夜晚。
Okay, so they wanted to give him the night of his life by having sex with you.
但是当时那个男人是没有意识的，所以我拒绝了。
And then what?
One of the guys put a gun to the back of my head. I did what they told me to.
原来是这么回事，本森立即开导他。
You didn't rape anyone. You were raped.
于是警方把那2个年轻人断定为强奸犯。根据女郎的描述，他们来到了事发地点，却见到现场堪比猪窝，各种用品随意丢弃了一地。随后他们找到了一张便签，依据上面的地址，警察继而找到了皮肤科医生雷。可是雷医生只记得昨晚跟2个陌生人一起喝酒，然后发生的事就什么也不记得。
What about this woman? You know her?
She reported a guy that matches your description may have been sexually assaulted last night.
乐观的雷医生只当是警察搞错了，他自认家中有美娇娘，肯定不会做出这种事来。而警察也感觉他不像在撒谎，可能是真的忘记了。
She was a victim. You have to prove it to him.
真是个奇葩的案子。如果是雷医生当着妻子面不敢承认，那他就是在说谎；要不就是映照女郎在说谎。但显然不管怎么说，他们2个都是受害者。接着警方查了雷医生的微信消费记录，发现他昨晚竟然在超市挥霍了近2万元，还取走了几千块现金，正好 ATM 上有他的录像。
I need Dr. Ray to ID these two guys.
But he claims he doesn't remember anything from last night.
In order to save his marriage?
So how do we get him to cooperate?
Dr. Goldberg's a victim. But so is Tess. Maybe we remind him of that?
于是警察带着照片再次找到了雷医生，在向他提供了证据后表示
She confessed to assaulting you in front of a room full of cops. You know what that is, right?
Rape 1.
I wasn't raped.
但是如果你帮忙找到了那2个持枪的人，就会证实女郎的口供，那她就是无罪的。善良的雷医生为了拯救无辜的女郎，最终决定配合警察，随后一起来到了昨晚的小超市。通过调取监控看到了昨晚陪同他的那2个人，他这才想起是在 KTV 认识的。接着 KTV 小妹提供了2人的姓名住址，警察终于顺利地将嫌疑人刘能和赵四缉拿归案。可是2人都不承认做过持枪威胁的事。
That doctor approached us. The guy was on a mission. We were just along for the ride.
案件一时又陷入了僵局。
The way they tell it, they were just trying to show Dr. Goldberg a good time.
而且也没证据证明其中1人有枪，警察甚至怀疑女郎也有问题。
Is it possible that she's involved? I mean, how do we know that she's not cahoots with these guys?
但他为什么又来报警？现在整个案件的关键又回到了雷医生身上，只有他想起了那晚发生的事，才能让真相大白。于是警察再次来到雷医生家里，请求他的合作，帮忙指证刘能赵四。心善的雷医生又被打动了。 于是他按照警方的安排，全身装好窃听装置后，以当面道歉为理由，再次约刘能赵四来到 KTV 消费，实则是为了套他们的话。可是这个任务并不简单，2人都绝口不提关于枪的事。而就在这时，雷医生的妻子突然找了过来，搞不好他的身份就要暴露。雷医生见状，急忙将妻子拉到一边。果然，妻子对他出来鬼混很生气。雷医生只好说出了实情，告诉妻子自己正在卧底，帮助警察抓捕罪犯。妻子这才选择相信他，乖乖回家去了。 警报解除，雷医生又重新回到2人身边，继续追问枪的事。赵四让他不必担心。
It was a starter pistol, man.
A fake gun. Just a prank.
等的就是这句话，这就算是认罪了。紧接着，警察就冲进来，重新逮捕了2人。随后，检察官先让刘能指证赵四，并且说，如果你这样做了，我可以只起诉你强奸未遂，顶多判3年。然后反过来又对赵四说，刘能已经指证你了，如果不认罪的话，将加重判刑。 结果最终2人互相指认，全部认罪，连庭审都省去了。
There's a fake gun.
Yes, Tess, but that doesn't matter. It's still rape.
They're both still gonna do time.
How's that guy, the doctor, doing?
I think he's gonna take it easy on the wild nights from now on.
Yeah. Tell him thanks for me, okay?
Yeah.